It's not on. Hello, all. Welcome back to Melanin Madam. Give me just 1 minute. We'll play the intro and then we will be. Hello, all. Welcome back. Hope you are enjoying your night and hopefully have a drink because today has been one hell of a day and I don't know why. But tonight's
All
topic is going to be, huh?
I say this all is with everybody, not just you.
It's, it's crazy. So tonight, the electricians came today and did some work, forgot to plug the refrigerator back up. I so happened to go downstairs and was like, wait, was that refrigerator just dark when I go? Like, what happened to my fridge? It's a good thing I actually woke up a little bit before the show. But then I came upstairs and I'm like, why won't the computer come on? I forgot they cut everything off and cut it all back on. Right. So when you was having your technical difficulty, that's why I was like, it's okay, bro. Like it's today. So we will have our co-host introduce herself and then we will get started. Welcome to my home.
Hello, everybody. It's Roshonda, aka Rose. How are you guys doing? Taco Tuesday night.
Taco Tuesday night. That sounds like something Amir would say. Happy Taco Tuesday night. So let's get into this topic. So sometimes, let me tell you, sometimes you just have a day. That's the hot topic for today. Sometimes you just have a damn day. And no matter what you do, and it don't have to be PMS. Like you drop your keys, you can't stay awake, your head hurts, your places on you hurt, you didn't know you had muscles. Like sometimes you just have a day. And when you do, you need to just be kind to yourself and be kind to the people around you because mental health is real. I'm just saying. Don't be a
Know what
day.
somebody is going through.
You really don't. You really don't. And if you could be in my shoes for the last 2 weeks, some of you would hand them back and hand your check to never put you in them again. Um, your shit is off the hook, but you'll be finding out why soon because you know sometimes you gotta expose some shit. So yeah, never exposing myself though. That would have sounded really exciting if I could have actually went with it, but I'm not a liar. It's nothing to expose. I don't have anything exciting in my life that's not regular. So tonight's topic. Oh, and I had Mexican food today. So tonight's topic is going to be on five um, five stereotypes that we have about Africa that may or may not be true. So I'm going to share two. We'll do like we did last week. Ro will share two. And then statistically speaking, I will tell Ro, we don't talk about shows before we come on because it's exactly like you pulling up to my house and you coming in and joining. So number one, speak when you join. And then number two, have a drink, roll something up, contribute to the conversation. So, ready to get started? Ro is frozen.
I don't know what's with this today.
I don't know. It's
Hurricane.
okay. We can still hear you, so
Like, but I want to be.
we can't make this shit up. There she goes. So I'm going to start with one that is statistically speaking. So statistically speaking, we do not really travel to Africa because or we're afraid to travel to Africa. Ro touched on this a little bit last week, and it's that what is put in the media is like making us scared to go over there. So that is one of the top ones. But we have our own personal ones, and so I want to see how they rank against what is globally the answer with this good old AI. So, Ro, what do you think, or what is one of the things that you have as a stereotype or your vision of over there? And then we'll say if it's true or not.
Well, y'all know I said my number one for Africa
I
is
know that's why I'm letting you go first, so that I don't pick that one because I already know what it is. Oh my goodness, Lord, I can't. We cannot make this up.
yeah, that they're scammers, like period point blank. And it may not be like that, but the people that be doing the scamming that be calling over here be from Africa. I know that's wrong. Please, you guys don't come for me. I love you guys.
Well, actually, so you can give the rest of your dialogue on why you feel that way. But statistically speaking, Nigeria is one of the biggest hubs for um, internet romance scamming as well as scamming in whole. And they are now beginning to be able to crack down on and track down some of those things through the different technologies that we have. And while we're right here, I'm going to do a video because I've been studying security this week with AI. I saw a scamming show, bro. I have to send it to you. So it's kind of like cheaters. It's kind of like cheaters. And this group can
Mm-hmm.
actually track down like internet stuff too. This woman was so in disbelief that she was being scammed because she was saying, "Damn, it's different, you know." Oh my God. I knew he was gonna call it. He was. I can't make this shit up. This is oh Jesus. Um, that. Uh, um, I hate when calls come across my phone because it spells no. The show. So this woman was in such disbelief because she's an elderly Caucasian lady, but she was like, um, I did all my proper steps. I'm not a old, not smart person, and all of this other stuff. Hi, mom.
AJ, I'm gonna log down and listen because I'm real like
Sorry.
frozen.
Go ahead.
Hmm.
So I'll finish telling you guys the story. So with the AI, there's a way that this particular person that was scamming her, pay attention to what I'm about to tell you. This particular person that was scamming her created a video with the person's face that they was saying that they was, and then the video, it wasn't like pre-recorded. Well, the technician said that it was pre-recorded, but somehow every question that she asked, it aligned with what the answer was that the AI version of that person gave, and it wasn't him. The person that the person that I need to sip. Hold on. The person that made that was picture was being used, apparently this particular person was being pulled around a Caucasian male with a prominent role in politics. His picture was being passed around and used, and it was like a typical picture, like a fair skinned Caucasian male, looked very distinguished, like the old, like that, like a Denzel Washington version, like Mel Gibson, like a Mel Gibson or a Ben Affleck at this age, right? So this person actually goes around giving talks, all this kind of stuff. And so the way that the AI was moving, she saw the face of the person in the picture, but it was talking to her. So she just couldn't believe it. So this particular group that is on, it's a YouTube channel that's very similar to Cheaters, called the guy on the phone. And the guy was like, I get a call once a week now from people telling me that they've been scammed because they saw my picture and was dating Jesus and was dating me. And was dating me, and the way that they make this AI thing look, it looked like the guy. So everybody be very careful. Like there's They're investing money into this shit. Now, here's the thing before Ro continues. I'm going to let her get settled a little bit. Our nerves is on edge tonight.
Mm-hmm.
Because we're true Aquarius. We don't like things to go out of order, and we show up at times so that they don't. If it goes out a little bit, that's fine. But sometimes when shit keeps happening back to back, like somebody keeps calling back to back, or your internet messes up, like it throws you off. Like, I don't know if y'all noticed, I'm in my robe. I wear my robe on Thursday nights if I wear it. I can't even pick out something to wear. Like, that's how discombobulated I am. But Ro, isn't that crazy? Like, I've been working with AI we know that it's been around for eons. Hence, you being able to call in and get an automated system. That's AI. Okay. So it's not new. What's new is the level that they have taken it to. I need you guys to understand that means I could put you somewhere that you are not. That's all I'm saying. So I'm going to be putting together a video of what I'm going to be sending out to my immediate family so that we can develop what our new emergency plan is. So we have one so that we can acknowledge different things, but it's so many things that's happening all together. It's going to be a quick 15-minute video, but I'm going to share with everybody. And I'm going to try my super, super best to do it tomorrow since I'll already be dressed and going into the office. So, Ro, you are right. Nigeria is actually one of the biggest hubs. And it's because I'm thinking it's because they pay for their internet. That must be it. Like how we found out when the people was going off about Kenya, and they was like, no, we buy our data. So if you buy your data, then is that pinging off a tower still where you could, like, the technology is not as advanced.
Yeah, I didn't know that they bought data until you said that last week. I honestly didn't know that. I thought they had internet just like us.
Me too. I was wondering why I never really saw towers. But why do you say scammers?
Because they are the ones that's always calling saying that you didn't want a sweepstake and you need to send over $500 or $1,000 to get your car. Just all kind of stuff. And they don't never give me, but they literally have got my mama for thousands of dollars. Like literally. And I'm like, Mommy, why do you take their phone calls? Why do you take their phone calls?
Because it comes through as your area code now.
And that's what she said. So it's been times I was over there and they called and can I speak to Juanita? This is Juanita. Oh, you sound different. What do you want? What do you want?
Oh, so they know what you sound like now.
Yeah. What we wanted to see if she sent the payment off because we're waiting to send her prize. I'm like, don't call here no more. That's after they had already got her for like thousands of dollars. I'm like, don't call here no more. I called the police station and it was like, it's nothing that they can do about it. And so I'm like, Mommy, you need to quit sending them money. Like you literally need to quit sending them money. And it always was from Africa. Always. They'll call saying that
Nigeria.
Yep. They'll be calling and saying that she won a car or she won $100,000. And I'm like, why do you believe? I was like, if you win anything, Mom, you don't have to pay for your prize.
Right.
Like that's how you know that that's a scam right there. But they got my mama for so much money. I think they had her on the call list for all the friends to call.
Oh, you know that's how it happens. So once your information is in a database, it's sent out.
And that's why I'm like, they must know she gonna pay. So they called all the time. So I had to been cussing them out. So every time when they would call, I would block the number. But all they do is call from another number. But it was always numbers. Them. Or they'd do the other one that where they would say like, oh, somebody is in jail.
Yes.
And I remember they did that to Alondra's grandma. Oh, they'll have a person call and be like, Grandma. And you know, older people gonna be like, say a name. Like they'll be like, oh, Wooty Whoop. And they be like, yes, it's me, Wooty Whoop. Because the grandma then already gave the name.
So so I'll give pointer number 2 that literally scared the fuck out of me today. All right, babe. So at the company that I work for, we're high security. So they pulled us in to do something, and it's just something I didn't think of. And then, like, the lady had to calm us down because she was like, it's just not, like, don't feel stupid, you guys, because it's just certain things that you like, what? because the main way that they get some of us is you don't think like that. So you're not going to think it. But literally, you could get a call from Asian. The reason why is I just put my voice out there.
Yep.
They could pick up my voice and use it. In addition to that, they'll put the other things with it. So what the video that I am making tomorrow and intended to make today, because that call like scared me so bad, it's going to be the different tips and tricks that my job shared, and then a couple of what I do in my own family, because we're going to need to revamp what we do, especially my mother, because well, not even just my mom. We all move fast. Me, my uncle, we're all like, what did you say you needed? Okay, here. Like that's how fast we move. And that's why I was just recently a victim again, and I called and they was like, oh, that's under scamming, not under fraud, so you don't get your money back. Now they literally changing things or whatever, but that's going to be in there too. So our banks did not protect us the way that they should. It's just a lot. But I'll do a quick one, and then I'll do a whole video finally sharing what I had to deal with the whole 2 years that my identity was stolen.
That they do too now, when a person calls and be like hello, when they be like hello, and you be like hello, and they be like, say yes or say your name.
Exactly.
That's another scam too.
They got your answer.
Yep. That's the other one that they been saying too. Girl, soon as I say hello and don't nobody say hello after,
I hang up like we had that conversation.
Girl, I hang right up. Y'all
somebody been trying to get a hold of me for like 4 months, and because there's a delay in them saying hello, I hang up the phone like that. If you don't respond to me fast enough, I hang up, because I literally just got my life back. Plus, I've been in call centers my entire career since I was 18. So it's just certain things that I don't do. But I gotta do, I don't know. I will do the video tomorrow, I promise, because that's a big one. So for me, mine is, and she was right. So we're gonna check that one off, that it is I don't know, you can't call that a stereotype then if it's right?
I mean, because they're gonna say all of us are not like that.
But it's not all. Nobody said all. It's our perception, and it's a high perception.
But that's just the same way they do us. All the people, all the African Americans.
But ours is reality. It's based on analytics. And remember this about analytics, that we talked about it before. The analytics that we have is only of the ones reported, only of the ones documented. So imagine how many people didn't tell because it was $100 or $200 and it might be a millionaire. Or, they just knew that they wouldn't get it back or something like that. So think about these numbers. It's always higher than what the number is. I could go in my box right now and send you something that is fraud. And it's very unfortunate. And you can tell by the spelling where they're from. Most of them spell because BECOS. I'm sorry. You just begin to pick up on these things over. I'm sorry. Moving right along.
Like, I know it's you now, scammer. You can't even spell because.
Girl. And every one of them is in love with you within a week. That part. So mine is mine is, so my perception of over there is that, so I know you pay dowry for the girl, but my perception is that families will sell the girl to the highest bidder, because it doesn't have anything to do with who she is in love with. It could be somebody that has several wives. It could be somebody that hits on your child and you won't let them come back home. So that's why I use the word sell, and I believe that's the reason why a lot of African American women don't prefer to be with, like, you want to know how close they are to their African culture before you even date them. You ask like a list of questions. And so I will tell you, I have to answer myself, y'all. Bro can't answer because we for real don't talk before. That way it could be like, for real, she's coming over and you guys are too.
Right.
So culture and tradition and was number 2. So it's actually number 2 on the list. And for anybody that doesn't believe me, I can upload a thing of my top 5. that I did before I pulled the statistics. So that is high up there. If you look back at some of my previous videos, you will see some some validation to those things. And so, Ro, you think about that. If you were to find like the perfect or the perfect African man was to find you, and you knew that he was from Africa based on his accent, his dialect, and all of that, so you knew he was still closely connected, would you be comfortable to date him, or what type of apprehensions would you have, if any at all?
I would think that I would have to get to know him first. If he was real, like, did everything by the book with their tradition, I don't know. I would have to see because they think different than us. So I would have to date him for a while really to see how he was, because the way they think their wife is, and maybe that could be another thing. I don't want to do all that stuff that they have to do.
No, I'm not your property.
Yeah, so I would have to see if you're real traditional. So if you real traditional and go by whatever tribe you from or whatever, then it's a no for me. Like, I can't do it. Now, if you more Americanized and all that, then that's fine. But if we got to work and send money, all of our paycheck back there and all that, and do no. So it just depends. I would really honestly have to date him for a while to see how he is, because like we said, they could say anything to you beforehand to make you be in love with them, and then after that it's too late. So
right.
I
would do my research, actually, because with that one, only that way, anything that they told us, we technically wouldn't know if we didn't do our research. Here's the reason why: because my biggest setback in that space is, one, I'm never going to be a polygamist or a voluntary wife where your husband is sticking his dick everywhere. That's never going to be something that I volunteer for. I don't see how Christian and that goes together. They don't go together. Their traditions.
If they're married, they still can have sex with other women. That's not their wife, or do the person have to be their wife for them to have sex with different women?
Well, this is what I'm saying. So in some of the tribes, you'll see that if the husband steps out, then they get on his case. If the wife steps out, she got to do all of this stuff to redeem herself, or the gods is going to be mad at her and all of these things. And then it's always really hard on the woman. But the difference is the man, sometimes he'll get in trouble, or sometimes they'll be like, well, now you have to make her your wife. But to me, you still committed adultery already, and that wasn't agreed upon, and now you're just throwing something in there. What I don't like about this particular space in number 2 is that the tradition is for the males. The culture is for the males. It's never in favor of the women, and it doesn't correlate with the Bible. So they be praying for things that you're not supposed to be praying for, because it's like a direct sin in the Bible. So they've made themselves higher than God with stuff like that. So for me, that's scary. Am I the perfect Christian? No, but that's not what it's about. It's about trying to do your best, and you can't do your best if you believe that this thing trumps this thing. Nothing trumps the Bible if you say that you a Christian. So that's why we're supposed to pray every day to make better decisions, avoid temptation. You can't avoid something if you don't think nothing is wrong with it. So that's where my problem is. Like, it just cringes me when they be like, oh, thank you, Jesus, because a scam came through. And I'm like, or, oh my God,
Jesus did not help you with that, ma'am.
I just don't understand, twins. So no, like, I would be living my whole marriage convicted, and half the battle is sex. For me, everybody's is different. For me, is my half the battle with my Christianity was sex. Now that I'm married,
most of us that's our battle.
That's what I'm saying. I just don't like it when people get married and then they be all, oh, me and my husband, oh, I'm a perfect Christian now. It's about 87,000 more sins that we have a day. So knock it off. But that's typically the one that's most out there, honey, because the flesh is weak. So for your next one, what is your next one? And then I'll tell you if it's on the list, and then you say why.
Oh Lord. Um, oh my God.
Why wouldn't you want to travel there? Why wouldn't you want to associate?
But I do
So
want to
all
travel there.
right,
See,
but why wouldn't you? What are your apprehend if you have any
oh,
at
if
all? So
I
I'm
had
trying to help you
any,
think
if
of
I
reasons.
a
Yeah, just
reason I wouldn't want to travel there because they make it seem like you gonna get some kind of disease or something.
so health reasons.
Yeah, health reasons.
So
That could
that
be
wasn't on the list. That actually health wasn't on the list, but I
because you
do
have to get
know
so many
you got to get so
vaccinations
many shots before you
before
go,
you go
and our
there. You
medical is
have,
completely different.
yeah, and you have to get it because they say if you don't, you will be sick and everything. So it's like, oh,
Yeah,
like what kind of diseases do they have out there that I have to get all these vaccinations? And
but
if
we
I
got
don't,
vaccinations. You got to think we got them for here. We've been getting them since we was born, and some
yeah,
of
we
those
have.
lasted. So maybe it's like catching up with everything that they have there. I wonder if they have to get a lot when they come here, like chicken pox, because chicken. I don't think you get it for there. Malaria is big there,
Yeah, it is.
like things
Um,
like that. They just have different things. Yeah, I would
I
be
would think
afraid.
that I would the vaccinations and oh okay, that's one because I was about to say the other one, but I gotta
Mm,
keep it in my mind.
go ahead.
Oh, okay. Their food. I think that I would be sick.
Ooh, I'm afraid. I
I
didn't even
think that
think of
I
that one.
literally think that I would be sick and I don't think even if I didn't get sick, I don't think that I would like it. Like
I think I'll be hungry.
I think I would too. Like I don't even like McDonald's. And I'll be looking for somebody McDonald's. I don't know. I'll turn into a vegetarian then. Like I don't think that I can eat that. And most of their food is fresh too. So that's another thing. We're not used to eating fresh food. They kill
But we
their
do
food
it
and then
probably in Jamaica. So I was thinking about that because I don't want to get sick when we go over there. So I
yeah,
actually
when
was
you
looking wrong, even for restaurants. Like
I would
I've
have
been
to have
looking because
still
I
some
know we
kind of
both.
but that's it. Their food is very fresh. We're not used to that out here. So just think they go kill their food for dinner and then eat it. Girl, we'd be sick.
So I was
Just getting
already thinking. So let's
surprised.
talk about solutions because we are really going next year, and I've really been doing my
Right.
research
Like,
because
oh Lord.
uh Indian food, African food, those type of
Hmm.
spices, I just don't like them. I don't like
They're hot.
oregano. I just don't like them.
They too hot.
And
It's too
it's
hot.
too much. And despite the fact that I have different things. If you live with me, I don't eat a lot. I don't eat a lot of things. And it's just certain things that it just make me so sick. So I was already thinking we would do like we did when we went to Virgin Islands. Is certain things we're going to put in our luggage um, because I want to do an Airbnb or a place that has a microwave or something like that so that we have access because I don't want us to be hungry. Um, and we can't survive like on Sex in the City off of pudding for weeks.
Girl, we gonna have
I
to
can
have some
survive on fruit
frozen
and
dinners.
vegetables
We
though,
gonna be
but
having to have some yeah, that's what I'm
and
saying.
I don't
I'll
like
have to be
fufu.
I don't either.
Yeah, I
It's
don't
certain
like
stuff
it.
I just think they food is too spicy and some people like spicy, but I don't. I remember the first time I had some African food at my job. Like I said, I always work with a lot of Africans. And they was like, we're trying to come eat lunch with us. I'm like, all right,
That's what scares me too, mom.
girl.
The flies.
Oh my gosh. When I tell you I've never in my life had something so hot. Like I kept on drinking water, kept on
Because
drinking
they cook
water.
with pepper. They literally
Yes,
put the
girl,
pepper. We
literally
keep the seeds out. They
my
keep the
mouth
seeds in.
my mouth was on fire for like 2 hours. I'm not lying. I didn't have no milk, no honey to put in my mouth to cook. Like literally, girl, I felt like,
Yeah.
oh my gosh. I said, y'all don't ever have to invite me to the cookout because
Yeah.
I can't.
They
I
put the whole
girl, and
pepper, stems, everything.
they was
Oh,
tearing that stuff up. And girl, it's crazy too. Wait, we freaking. It was this one dude I used to work with. He was from Africa. I can't remember what part he was from, He had a wife out there and out here, but he had a girlfriend at work. The girlfriend was African American. The wife here was white. His wife in Africa, was the same as him. So the wife, the girlfriend at work, literally no lie, she learned how to cook African food, and she made this man dinner every single night. We work knock shift, so every single night she brought this man something to eat that she made. It was African food.
What did
Every
she make
single
it during the day?
She made it during the day, and then at nighttime they both worked. They was both CNAs, and then they'll take their lunch together. She would warm his food up for him.
Do you not cook? That's a big deal for you.
First of all, I'm not your wife. That's his girlfriend at work. He had a wife that he lived
I
with.
cooked as a girlfriend.
Asia, he had a wife at home and a girlfriend at work.
Oh,
The girlfriend at work was the one cooking his food every day and bringing it to work and warming it up and serving him every day. Learn how to cook African food and everything for him. I mean, when I
see the Princess Amunda, and she was trying to get into the royal palace.
I mean, I seen it every night. He'd be in there eating that stuff with his hands.
He must have had some good shit.
That's what I said. If all the girls loved him, and we worked knock shift, I used to be like, boy, you something else. Because you got these women in here cooking for you. You got a wife at home, and you got this lady here cooking for you every night. I mean, she learned how to cook the African food. Like, I was amazed.
I would learn how to cook it, but doing it every day, and you have a wife.
Every single day. She did it every single day. Now, going back to your other thing, do I not like to cook? No, I don't. So I don't like to cook. If I had a husband that expected me to cook every day, well, we would have to talk about.
I can't cook every day.
Married, because I would already let him know that it's not going to happen. But you know what? Once you get married and you be in love,
there's different ways you could cook. But
actually I might love him so much that I'm like, you know what? I am gonna cook for you every day.
I think you will. It's not extensive meals every single day, and something I think you will if that's what he wants. I think that you will, and it'll be better for you too, and it will be better for Amir. So
I don't know how. To me, for our age bracket, I don't think I know how to cook like y'all.
We could teach you. Just easy. We could teach you. The crock pot will be your best friend.
I know. I look at stuff on Pinterest, but okay. So going back to the subject, yes, she had him cook. He had her cooking. No, he didn't have her cooking. She was doing that by herself. Literally,
she was auditioning.
Girl, and I worked there for like 5 years. And every day that they worked together, he had a home cooked meal, an African home cooked meal from his side piece at work.
It is fun to do it together. That was one of my favorite things.
What
with the particular ex? Cook.
Mm-hmm. Oh.
Yeah. Me and my ex cook.
I'm like, y'all gonna help me how to cook. Y'all gonna
yes, we will help you how to cook. We will help you how to cook. And yes, we actually will.
I want to learn. I really do want to learn how to cook. Like
I'm telling you, we will.
I know.
I think you'll like it.
I want to do like Thanksgiving. Like I'll be in my feelings that I don't know how to cook like that, like Thanksgiving dinner or something. Like I can cook the sides and stuff, and I barely learned how to cook.
The sides is the dinner.
I know, but I don't know how to cook a turkey.
Oh, my turkey is bomb. So you and Amir have to come spend the night over here.
Yeah,
now you gotta wake up in the middle of the night though.
I don't know how to cook a turkey. I like fried turkey.
You can, baby. Just put it in a bag, season it, put it in a bag, and get an injector and put that stuff in there. Like when we first got married, we got the stuff from Crab Bucket and infused that into the turkey. And we got it to rotate it every 2 hours. Oh my God. Ever since then, that's what we do. But so the next one is family greet. That's a stereotype that I have, that based on what I see and based on the story that It does feel good to see your man enjoy your food, and it more so feels good for to feel it in my stomach. Um, I do it for the culture. I do it for the women. But it I have that belief because look at how easily tradition shifted in the story that Rose just shared with us last week, which correlated with everything I've been saying that I see from the um, African celebrities that I've gotten to know, follow the stories they tell. It's like the woman is y'all problem. Y'all take her because she belongs to your family now. But if money is attached, and then she does. So this one of my favorite movies. The daughter, it opens up with the daughter being getting called stupid and all of this stuff. The youngest, go fetch water, this and that. Like a week later, this guy comes and he drives into the village and he likes the girl. A week later, he says, "I love you and want to marry you." And and because when he went to the house, he brought a trunk full of stuff and gave the mom money. Now the mom, oh, I knew you was gonna do this, and I knew you was gonna do. Oh my daughter, oh my daughter. That really grinds my gears. So
Isn't that called love bombing when they do that? Love bombing.
I don't know. I have to Google it. I never
Yeah, I
heard of
think
it.
that's what it's called, love bombing. When you barely just meet somebody and start buying them all kind of gifts and telling them
Oh,
you
that
love
part I
them.
thought you was talking about the mom. Yes.
Well, he's love bombing her too because he got to giving the money to the mama. So, but it's still love bombing because they doing all this in a short period of time. Like, how can
Yes.
you literally love somebody in a weekend and you sharing them with gifts and all that? It's called love
So
bombing.
that's what the older sister was saying, and then the rest of the family, because they was their definition of poor is very interesting, but they were poor. Um, they tried to like get the oldest daughter to shut up, and all the oldest daughter was saying to slow down and make sure she's safe. So anyway, they do get married, and he showers her with everything, but he really does actually love her. He's one of the
Mm.
good ones. He don't hit her, he don't pressure her, like he really does love her. But in their culture, his definition of "I'm going to take care of you" meant that every time her phone rang, it included them. But I thought the woman is the man's problem. So
Uh-huh.
anyway, they keep calling for all of this stuff, and then once she says, and then they keep telling her, your husband is rich, you should have it. Your husband, you need to be with him. That's what's going to save our family. God finally sent us somebody. Like, I
Us.
think that the whole verbiage, it wouldn't work for me because we're trained different, and that's a fucking user. I don't care who you are. The mom treated her like a dirty dog. So anyway, she fakes being sick to see how they will act. They turn their back on her. Only the older sister, even the dad, they wouldn't go visit her to take care of her, and they thought she had cancer. The brother was laughing with the girlfriend, saying, "Well, I guess it don't make sense to try to help her get medicine if she's gonna die anyway." And all of this, like they talk so bad, only to find out number one, that wasn't her real mom. It was her aunt, and then number two, all of them had betrayed her. Even one of the sisters, when she came to take care of her, she really came to say, "Oh, I was coming to see if you have money to give me for food stuff." And she was like, "I got a little bit of stuff in the refrigerator." Girl, she went in there and got that out and left and didn't even help her. So it showed how money hungry people are. You should have heard the amounts that they was just asking for. Like, they never even said, "Hello, how are you?" Or it was the having leukemia for me, and they only one sister flew over there, was praying, was so sad. But that family agreed to me. I can't do it, Ro. I can't do it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I couldn't do that because of that.
Mm-mm.
That right there, and that may not be true, but for everybody that I know that
People
is
I know in real life said it is. I heard it with my own ears. The nurse that lived in LA, remember?
yeah,
They
that's what I'm
that
saying.
mother-in-law
We
called
having
her
to
all kind of hoes and everything. Why
yeah,
are you
we
not
having
answering
to
the
send
phone? She's a
exactly.
nurse. I was
Me
like,
having
oh
to
my
send my all my
God.
money and have to go to work to take care of y'all in Africa. I'm not doing it. Like I'm not
And the
doing it.
son was a politician. He was in
Mm-mm.
politics, and much like what you said, and she had to leave her son there too. But the girl was only at work, bro. It was still light outside here. I never even seen the girl do nothing, but the mother-in-law had her in tears. You
Yeah,
a
that'll
hoe, you
be
just
enough
out
for
there
me.
spinning up
Girl,
everything. You don't care about us. That's not my job.
and
Your
I don't
son is
care.
there.
Look, I'm like, and I don't care. They would hate.
Talking
They
to
would
me like that.
literally, they would be telling the son to break up with me, to divorce me, because I'm cussing everybody out. I'm cussing, and I'm gonna make it to where y'all hate me too, because I'm gonna say the
And
worst
they'll
things
deal
to
with it
y'all.
because it's attached to money. They will keep dealing with
But
it
y'all not
because
about to get
the
no money, and if you want, and if you feel like you about to get some money off of me and my husband, then I will divorce him, and y'all get the money from him because I'm not about to spend all my money and
well,
send
he
it to
got to be
y'all.
letting it happen because the mother-in-law called. He would call sometimes, but the mother-in-law called talking to her like that. So
Yeah. I just
the
don't agree with none of that stuff. They
I don't.
they're very family oriented, but they feel entitled out there, and I couldn't deal with that. But that's what I'm
That's
saying.
not
I would have to
family
deal with
oriented though.
I would have to really get to know that person. So, like I said, and to me, you have to obey them. Like they feel like the husband, you gotta do whatever they say.
If I'm here, what you gonna do to me?
Yeah, and
That's
but
what I was like. How? What they gonna do to you?
my
What they
thing
gonna do?
is, I
Send you
don't
back
have a
home to
problem.
your dad? They're not sending you
Exactly.
back anywhere. You got your own.
I don't have a problem with submitting to my husband, but for stuff like that, like what y'all want me to do, I do have a problem with that. So
And
maybe
how they
it
say
wouldn't,
it.
yeah, and how they say it, like it probably wouldn't work for me in a aftercare.
Probably, bro. You're not gonna let your mother-in-law call you and be
Oh
talking
no,
about
girl,
you a
she'll be all
hoe
kind of
and
B's and H's,
yeah, like
B's and
and
H's
she
all
was
day.
crying. I was like, why won't she say nothing back? Like at least say, I have never cussed out my mother-in-law, and I have been tested, but I just never cussed out any of my boyfriends, moms, nothing like that. I just, but I've never been talked to like that by
Yeah,
none
I
of
think
them.
and I've never had to cuss out a mother-in-law or whatever like that, any boyfriend's mom, but none of them have ever disrespected me like that. And if I felt like I was disrespected,
I
I would
stepped
just
away.
leave them alone. I'll just leave
Hmm.
them alone. Like at my old age of 43, I don't have time to be arguing with you over that. Long as you don't disrespect me, I could just cut you off and not even I can literally act like you don't exist.
I just separate myself, and you can have a
Exactly, that's what I'm
relationship with
saying.
your
I'll just
son, and I'll keep my tail over here.
exactly. I can act like you don't exist long as you don't. But if you disrespect me, you gonna wish that you never did that, ma'am. Because my mama raised me to respect my elders. But if you disrespect me and you're my elder, I don't. All that's going out the door.
So now let's take it to the ones that are in the well, in the village and in the city is the same because if you in the village, you'll move into the home with the husband and his family because you're supposed to be you're their wife now. So you doing helping do stuff around the house and all of that. So let's them they don't always have money to leave and go back home or your family not gonna receive you because you was already paid for, so they keep you. And then even if you have money in the city now, um the mother I've seen a lot where the mothers come there. This is my son's house. I could come whenever I want to and will leave and bring the torment to you there, especially if you don't have a kid in time. Like to me, you just can't escape it there.
Yeah,
I
I
just don't
couldn't be able. I
understand.
couldn't do it. Especially, yeah, this is your son's household. If your son pay for everything, but ma'am, now that we're married, this is my house too. I don't know. So yeah, me knowing all of their traditional ways and all that, and if
Right.
you said that that was still their ways, no, we won't work, sir. I don't care
Mm-mm,
how much I love you because we
mm-mm.
gonna be on first 48.
Yeah, because they'll tell the
One
woman
bye.
in a minute, what do they say? What's their tagline? I carried you for 9 months and you sucked on my breast and everything we put into you, you want to reap where you didn't sow. What? That doesn't even make any sense.
It
We're
don't make no
we're
sense.
never going to have the same amount of time together until you pass away because my time will continue and yours will not. But how
And
much
then once
sense
you
do
get
that even
married,
make?
your wife comes first. And mothers need to understand that. That's just like when Amir becomes an adult and he starts dating. Now, I know me. I probably will have something to say if it's somebody I don't like. But once he gets married, I would never ever try to come between my son and his wife. just to because
If anything, embrace them both so you can help them both grow
like
into
I'm not gonna tell you,
being married.
Amir, I just carried you for 9 months, and look, I had a geriatric pregnancy with you. So you
Girl,
look, so you owe me everything because I had a geriatric pregnancy with you. I breastfed you. Come on now, I'm not about to do all that.
because wouldn't the reverse be the child being able to say, yes, thank you for having me. You didn't have
but
no
I didn't
money. You
ask
actually
you.
owe me. You made me grow
Yeah.
up in this poverty. I didn't ask to be here because there's been a couple that have said that. Like, I hate you. I don't even know why you brought me here to have this type of life, especially the ones that can't go to school. So, what they mean about school, I wanted to bring that up too. What they mean about going to school is that they have to start paying for it a lot earlier than we do, guys. We at least make it through high school. And now, fortunately, for some, if in California, JCs are included, at least they start paying for their education the whole way through. So I do understand why that is something that they are jealous about, but not a reason to take it out on us because they also start out in home ownership and we don't. So, and with land, all of them that be poor actually have land but won't sell it. So, and I understand why they don't sell it. But we have had land here, a lot of our family, and we have had to sell it because it needed, for just the same life. So if holding on to that land is reason why you want to eat sugar water, then that's your damn business. Or not pay for your kids to go to school, that's your damn business.
Well,
And
now there's starting to be more schools that like the what's his name? Michael Blackston and somebody else.
So more people are touching down and putting them there. And wait, let me correct myself so that they don't come for us. So with the land as well, the reason that they're selling it is different than our selling it because, like we say here, if we still own land in Texas, that's not where our money is coming from. Mm-hmm. So a lot of them, they have to keep their land because that's where they're growing their things. So we're not being insensitive or ignorant to that. Please don't come for us. Okay, go ahead, Ro. And yes, Michael Blackston is building things.
I can't think of who else is somebody else.
Deltas.
That built schools in Africa so the kids don't have to pay to go to school now.
Wycliffe John is building. He built in Haiti.
So a lot of celebrities that come from those places are trying to help once they make it big. And I just know because I follow Michael Blackston. I like him and he made that school out there and he goes often. And he always said that when he made it big, Akon. I knew it was somebody else.
I'm like, it's another face I'm seeing. I just thought.
And all of them give back to their communities and where they came from. And
their native land.
Yeah, I think that's awesome.
But we do too. So very interesting. We're not welcome on the native land that we still contribute. Those of us that do. I mean, even if you don't, there's something that was taken from us, so you can't further take it by telling us that we can't come there. That literally makes no sense.
You can't tell me nothing because I'm gonna be out there like
I'll go wherever I want to.
What's cracking?
That part. Get them from Pomona.
Like, girl, get out of here.
They'll be like, could you put her back on the plane? Send her back. Give her a blood test. What tribe does she belong to? Y'all come get you. Y'all come get your girl.
Okay, we need to do our thing. Let's order them tonight or in
the morning. We do need to order them tonight because we want to have when we make our final decision on our trip.
Yeah, I really want to do it because I really want to know where I'm from in Africa. So all the people, I hope that all the Africans do not think that we're against y'all because you know how they'll take it the wrong way. I literally want to go to Africa. Like I literally can't.
I'm very excited.
I can't wait to go to Africa. Like I'm going to be so excited to go there and see. Like
I want to stay the full 2 weeks, not including travel. Like I want it to be 2 weeks from when we land to when we get on the plane. I don't want travel time to be included. Like
you have to stay out there like that. I'm excited to see where I'm from and our ancestors and everything. Like I literally can't wait to see where we came from. So I don't want them to feel like, we talking bad on them. This is just a stereotype that we.
Well, these are perceptions that are true. Very similar. If you come here, that's going to be next week. Perceptions that you have about here that are true.
Yeah.
And they're everywhere. That's the point of this, is that they're everywhere. But we started out with it in the reverse because y'all are the ones that are conditioned to not
Right.
love like right. So that's why we started there. Um, but even when we gave those examples, I said just like here, y'all do it there. I didn't say it doesn't happen here.
Well, literally gave y'all examples of people being scammed, and my mama was one. And
That part.
when I'm literally saying she got scammed out of thousands of dollars, thousands. So where now I'll be happy that she low key can't see who it is, cause she can't see. She going up to Walmart and them money, all kind of stuff.
So my gosh,
Girl, yeah, this is be she know how to use Cash App. They would have really got her now.
they would have got her.
This was
So
before her knowing how to use Cash App, so she was literally going to Walmart, sending them that money and everything. And just like with Alondra's grandma, they had her go to Macy's. It just be like sometimes you be wondering with older people, like they love their family so much that they'll do anything. They told her, "Oh, go to Macy's," and I think get like 500. It was either like 500 or $1,000 worth of Macy gift cards, and then you have to send them, but you can't tell nobody because if you do, that they're gonna keep the person in jail. And I think they said it was Alondra that was in jail. So then Alondra calls her while she's on her way to Macy's, like, "Hey, grandma." She was like, "You're out of jail." Alondra was like, "What?"
and that's the killer. You didn't even think to try to call Alondra's phone.
Right, because
So that's one of the
they didn't already say she in jail, so they don't
exactly. So
be
you
thinking
automatically moved.
exactly. So that's what I was telling mommy. I was like, "Mommy, you gotta stop. Like all these
It's
people
the
that you
sense
just
of
gave the
urgency
money,
and fear.
yeah, like you gave these people so much money. Like all of this is a scam, and now the police is saying like literally, there's nothing they can do about it. So you need to stop, and that's who they target is older people. They'll
Thank
call
you.
us first, but we catch on fast. But the older
Right.
people is not gonna catch on like how we do. So that's who
Well,
they know they
I'm
can get
gonna
their
do that
money.
video tomorrow, and it won't have no edits. I'm literally just gonna make the video and put it out because if I say I'm gonna do edits and all of that, um, it won't come out like it should. Meaning it'll be delayed, and it needs to go out now because this is crazy. So that is it from us tonight. Um, thank you for sticking around through all of the technical difficulties.
Right. Jesus.
It has been a mess, even since the storm. Like things have been off. So I was watching TGIF, and Al kept getting kicked off too. And
Uh-huh.
he's in LA now, so
Hmm.
it's just it's happening right now, you guys. We are safe from the hurricane watch or whatever. It did flood where I am, but I was
What did they
fine.
call it? Hurricane. Hurricane. Because the
That's what they was.
hurricane, because
Oh,
the
because there was an
hurricane and the
earthquake in the
earthquake.
middle. And
Hurricane.
I said the night before, like, "Ooh, I know I could. It's gonna be an earthquake." And then when I felt it, I was like, "Oh my gosh!" And I looked
I
down,
didn't
and the
feel
alert
it.
was going on my phone.
I didn't feel it. I just got the
You
alert
didn't?
saying
It
nope.
was like a
I just
roll like this, and then a
yeah.
shake, and then a
I
roll.
was laying in the bed and I got the alert, and then I'm like, oh, I was kind of getting scared, but I didn't feel anything. So yeah, I
Oh,
think it has something to do with that because my internet ain't never act like this. That's why I'm like, what
mm-mm.
is going on right now? So Hurricane Hillary is that's her after effect, but hopefully we won't be like this
Little
next week.
bitch. But I don't feel better because I'm saying TGIF got a whole production team,
Right.
and we are our production teams, and I would say we are doing very well to
Yeah, his
figure out
kept on
things
messing up.
and
His
learn as
kept
we go
messing up.
because neither one of
Right.
us is tech. Like, not even interested in it. We don't even care. We're not on TikTok like that. None of that. So us being in this space, yeah. But I'm proud of us because before we'd have been like, just forget it. I'm going to bed.
Right, because I am sleepy. Look, I'm like, because I
Very
am
sleepy.
sleepy.
Yes. So that is it from us tonight. And Rose, where can they find us tomorrow?
Tomorrow is my show, Talk to Rose, and we'll be live at 8 p.m. So everybody come on in, join us.
What is your topic for tomorrow? Is it a secret?
No, it's not a secret. It's gonna be like a part two of relationship, but it's gonna be about marriages. What was the topic? We forever. Decided forever. So I'm gonna have a couple of people on there that's been married for like 45 years,
I
15
love it.
years, like just everybody saying how they make their marriage last, the good, the bad, everything. I want to know everything because everybody feels like marriages. Well, I don't think everybody thinks marriages is so easy, but I want them to see how marriages is not so easy, or it can be
It does
easy.
have real problems.
Exactly.
These
So, and
people
how
say, I
people
would leave if this happened.
exactly, and people that have went through so much stuff but still is together. So that's
Mhm.
what we're talking about tomorrow is marriages. So maybe it'll give some people some hope, like that they still want to
It's
get
needed.
married. I'm one of the people I still want to get married. So I done let
And
all
you
that
will.
bad stuff get to me.
And you will. You will get married.
So
So
we'll see you guys all tomorrow. If you haven't had your tacos, go out and get them. I'm not gonna eat no tacos. I'm about to eat me 2 graham crackers and probably go to sleep.
I want some watermelon and I'm going to sleep. My head hurts so bad. Y'all don't know I can barely even speak. But that on Thursday we will be back here as well with the continuation of the conversation on lifestyle. So it'll be about exhibition. Vanessa will be joining us. We'll have the famous homie as a co-host, of course, and then we will have JoJo as well. So that is it from us tonight. We will see you on Wednesday and Thursday. On Thursday, it will be uncensored and unfiltered. So it's your business. Show up if you like. So that's it. Good night.
Good night,
Oh, don't
everyone.
forget to subscribe to the
Yeah,
Don't forget to
subscribe,
subscribe and
everybody.
share. Don't share this video. Like, clip it and share a piece.